Hey everyone, I'm Emily, founder of EmPower Health, which is a women's health educational business, and I'm based in London in the UK. I also work part-time at Virgin Active as an indoor cycling instructor, which I just love. I mean, who wouldn't want to party on a bike whilst getting a sweat on? I'm big into my running for mental well-being, and I also love long road cycling challenges. I've always been huge into sports, although admittedly, I've never really actually had the opportunity to get into tennis. At school, I was first team netball, hockey, competed athletics, but devastatingly, I ruptured my ACL, my anterior cruciate ligament in my right knee when I was 17. And I had to pull out of all my sports teams for 9 months whilst I rehabbed and recovered from the operation. Now, this is just part of the reason I'm so passionate about women in sport. For example, did you know that the Q angle, which is the angle from the hip bones to the knee, is much greater in women than in men due to the anatomical difference of having wider hips for childbirth? This leads to a greater risk of injury at the knee joint, particularly within the ligaments, such as the anterior cruciate ligament, the ACL, which is what I tore. This is due to the tendency of women to hold a sort of what's known as valgus position, where your knees come in. So you've got your hips to your knees tracking, and your knees are more prone to sort of bend in together, compared to a man's tendency to form a varus position, which is where your knees come out. And this is because our hips tend to be wider than our sort of knee, the Q angle is greater. So this varus position in men is much more secure and stable at the knee joint. So we are not just small men. There are anatomical and physiological differences between women and men. And for so long, we have been treated as just small men and having the same principles applied to us. And that kind of infuriates me. So also another big reason of why I am where I am now is because way back when I was at university, I was in the gym and I overheard a male personal trainer say to his female client, "Come on, like you're not even trying, you hit this weight last week, no excuses now." Honestly, this appalled me. I mean, this was an allegedly sort of trained, qualified personal trainer speaking to a female client like that when he clearly had no compassion, awareness, or education of sort of the fluctuations that happens in a woman's body, that sometimes can make us feel better or worse, or they can, make us feel stronger or weaker, or they can, make us more motivated or more sluggish. So it was then that I decided to really take it upon myself to understand, research, learn, read as much as possible, alongside my biomedical sciences degree, quite simply just to understand as much as I could about the female body, and including everything from the sort of nitty-gritty biology to the translation this has on our day-to-day behaviors and actions. Now, if you fast forward a few years, I've quit my corporate job in health economics, and I decided to set up EmPower Health to become sort of a full-time educator on all things women's health. So what exactly does EmPower Health do? Well, I aim to disrupt the current taboo-ridden narrative by educating everyone on various aspects of women's health with a sort of recurring underlying theme of positivity. All too often, I hear women talk about their menstrual cycles negatively, which yes, can be justified at times, but there are also some absolutely incredible benefits of having a natural cycle due to the amazing sort of physiological benefits our hormones bring about. For example, did you know estrogen actually helps to promote the synthesis of both serotonin and dopamine? Both of these are feel-good or sort of happy hormones as they're labelled. In addition to this, estrogen also has positive effects on the urinary tract, the heart, blood vessels, bones, skin, hair, you name it, estrogen probably affects it. So as part of my work in EmPower Health, I speak on all topics of women's health, including sort of the menstrual cycle 101 basics, how to optimize training and nutrition around your menstrual cycle, the biological effects of that hormonal contraceptives have on our bodies, and also things like period barriers in sports and how we need to try and overcome them, all the way to things such as the menopause. So Honestly, I lecture anyone and everyone who will listen. This includes schools, sixth forms, universities, corporate companies, and I even do one-to-one sessions for people who want more tailored information and advice. I provide group exercise classes and even sort of one-to-one coaching exercise programs to help women gain confidence and always focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. So if this is of interest to you, please don't be a stranger. Get in touch via the question box below or come and find me on any of my social links below. My website, Instagram, LinkedIn, email are all there. And I really look forward to hearing from some of you. Take care, everyone.